In this video, we are going to be looking at inverse of a matrix. Okay, so I'm Emmanuel, your tutor. Okay, and we have been looking at matrices and determinants. Okay, so down to it. So what the inverse of a matrix? So for a matrix A, we have that the inverse of A is the adjoint of A divided by the determinant of A. Okay, so if you notice, we have been going on a progressive note, so we have to look at what adjoint is and what the determinant of a matrix A is. Okay, so that's just what the inverse of a matrix is. Okay, so now for the determinant of A, it must not be equal to 0. Okay, so for you to have a what is it called, an inverse. Okay, so if adj is divided by 0, you know it will be undefined. Okay, so that's the inverse of a matrix. Okay, so now find T inverse if T is equal to 316 minus 132 100. Okay, so this particular matrix, we've done the adjoint and then its determinant in previous videos. Okay, so I'll leave the link down below too. We'll just continue. So now the inverse of T is going to give us adj A all over its determinant. Okay, and we know that A. Okay, so now the matrix of the cofactors for this particular determinant is 0, 2, minus 3, 0, minus 16, 1, minus 16, minus 12, 10. Okay, so this is minus 6. Okay, minus 6, 10. Okay, so this is the matrix of cofactors. Okay, and then our adjoint is going to be C transpose, which is 0, 2, minus 3, 0, minus 6, 1, minus 16, minus 12, 10. So this is our adjoint. Okay, so now this will give us our adjoint, and then we've solved for the determinant of A. Okay, and we got minus 16. Okay, so it therefore means that our T inverse will be equal to adj of A divided by determinant of A. So that's 1 over minus 16 times 0, 0, minus 16, 2, minus 6, minus 12, minus 3, 1, 10. Okay, so from scalar multiplication, this will give us 0 divided by minus 16, that is 0, 0 divided by minus 16, or let me just use the next. So now if we expand that, we get 0 divided by minus 16, 0 divided by minus 16, minus 16 divided by minus 16, 2 over minus 16, minus 6 over minus 16, minus 12. Okay, so by the time we solve this, we get 0, 0, 1, minus 1 over 8, 1, 6, 3 over 8, 3 over 4, 3 over 16, 1 over 16, and then 5 minus 5 over 8. So all this will give us the inverse of t. Okay, so that's how you solve for t inverse. Okay, so for the inverse of a matrix. Okay, now looking at for W inverse now. Okay, so I've also solved this one before this class, so I've already solved for the adjoint and then its determinant, so we'll just substitute it here, so and then go on. Okay, so for this now, the matrix of cofactors is 0, minus 1, 1, 2, minus 3, 2, minus 3, minus 3, 2. Okay, so by the time you solve for the cofactors of each entry, you are going to get this. So now the adjoint of W is equal to C transpose equal to 0, minus 1, 1, 2, minus 3, 2, then minus 3, minus 3, 2. Okay, so this is it. Okay, now our determinant of W is minus 1. Okay, so now it means that our W inverse is going to give us adjoint of W divided by determinant of W. Okay, so now this is the adjoint divided by minus 1, so that is W inverse is equal to 0, 2, minus 3, minus 1, minus 3, minus 3, 1, 2, 2 divided by minus 1, or so it's still the same as times 1 all over minus 1. Okay, so this is, we'll divide each of them by minus 1, so we'll get 0 divided by minus 1, 2 divided by minus 1, minus 3 divided by minus 1, minus 1 divided by minus 1, minus 3 over minus 1, minus 3 over minus 1. Okay, so all this will now give us our inverse. So that will be W inverse will be equal to 0, minus 2, 3, 1, 3, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 2. So this is our inverse of W. Okay, so that's it for inverse matrix of matrices. Okay, please do take care and study well.